It's also deadline day. Are you anticipating any business?
No, we're packed up, phones off, no business to be done.
And how much of a relief is that? Because I imagine some deadline days can be quite stressful.
Yeah, they can, but obviously we tried to get things done, certainly from an incoming point of view, as quick as we could, and or as early as we could. We're putting ourselves in a position where anything that we do will be, touching up and just adding to the squad, really.
And you've said previously that you've been surprised at the lack of interest in Christian Deutsch. Was there any, or were there any firm offers in the end?
No, there wasn't. There was bits and pieces of, how much would you want and things like that. But I don't think that realistically anyone was going to match our valuation at the moment. I think Christian's pretty calm about it, and I think he wants to be a part of something this season and finish top scorer in League Two.
And I suppose that valuation as well went up with 2 more goals on the opening day. How do you build on that start at Grimsby?
Work hard is the first thing. You have to work hard on the opposition, and having watched the game back and showing the players bits and pieces of that game, the key word was the intensity of the performance. We know that we've got good players, but if we can work as hard or harder than the opposition, then you have a real big chance to win the game.
And is that the sort of result that people will sit up and take notice of? Will it make it sort of harder for you now to break teams down because they might come here and shut up shop a little bit more?
I don't know. I think at the start of the season, everyone wants to try and win games and get on the front foot. I think people will look at that and say, well, we were gifted 2 goals. But I would look at it and say that my players worked so hard and the intensity was so high that they forced the opposition into those errors. And we have to keep that up. However we play, we have to be really intense and make sure we really get after the opposition, whether they try to shut up shop or whatever they do.
Oldham this weekend, first home game as well. They're new to the level. Does that present an opportunity for you?
Only presents an opportunity, like I say, if we play well and we work really hard, and our better player, our flair players produce and we defend properly. So it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You have to do all the basics right. You have to remain really grounded and calm and just stick to the basics and do what we do really well.
I suppose some people might hope that complacency doesn't come in this weekend, and whether that's a threat or not, but I suppose having a couple of former Oldham players in the team will just ensure that they'll be really motivated, won't they?
I hope so. I think Millsy had a good spell there. I think Carl Winchester was a good player for Oldham. So I think Gavin was there briefly. Ruben was there briefly. But listen, it's all about what we do. We've got full respect for Oldham. We've got full respect for their strengths, and we have to try and negate those strengths, and then put our own game plan into place and hope that it's better than theirs.
How's Robert Sanchez after last Saturday? Took a bit of a bash.
Yeah, he's okay. He's trained last 2 days. He's been fine.
And everyone else okay?
Clean bill of health, which is good.